Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vanessa. Today I'm going to be doing a video about goals that I think you should have when you're entering your 30s and goals that I'm doing. Disclaimer, you don't have to do these if you feel you don't need to. This is just something I'm doing to elevate myself and my life going from my 20s to my 30s and just things I want to do to, keep taking care of myself. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so I do have them written down. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So one thing about me is that I'm always complaining about how my back hurts. Sometimes I feel like I lay down on the couch too much or just lay down. Like I love laying down. Like I'm a slut for laying down. So one of the things that I've always told myself is like, dude, you just need to invest in your body. Go get a massage once a month. I am active. I do work out. Like, why don't I, go get a massage? Like I should, be doing that. So a goal that I've always had is to get a massage once a month, but I wouldn't do it in the past because I just felt like, oh, it's like a waste of money. Like it's so much money. But now that like I'm in my 30s and I'm really starting to see the age in my body, I thought that this is actually a really good goal to have and to go get a massage once a month. So I've been doing it like repeatedly, consecutively, consistently since December of 2024. So December, January, February. And like I wrote down in my journal like January through December with like a little box, and every time that I go get a massage I put a check mark. And I've had 3 in a row so far, and it's just been so nice. And although it is a lot of money, when I'm in there and like the place that I go to is really awesome, the women that massage me are so sweet, and they're a little bit older, so it does feel like a mother's hands on you, and it just feels so nice and relaxing. So that's like the number one thing that I do for me. And I totally suggest, especially for a lot of us who like aren't as active as we used to be when we were like in high school or college. Like some of us aren't in sports anymore or aren't doing this so much. Some of us can't afford Pilates, So I just think that this is like a great way to, one, like get the tension out of your muscles. Okay. So the next one, and you don't have to do this, but this is something I want to invest in. So for me, that is facials. I do want to recognize that I have really great skin. I rarely break out. I broke out a lot when I was like in high school, but like I just like now as an adult, I don't really break out. Like if I do have anything, I could cover it up with like makeup. But for the most part, I've always had really great skin. But having really great skin doesn't exempt me from like taking care of my skin. But I am one of those people that like, I could just wake up in the morning, wash my face, and like just put on moisturizer and sunscreen. Like I don't really need all those serums. I don't really need like acne creams. And I know saying that like, I know that I'm lucky, but that doesn't mean that I don't get buildups, that I don't get like, I get a lot of pores right here, and it's just like really nice and a way of like pampering myself. So in the sense that I'm doing a massage once a month, I am doing facials 4 times a year, so quarterly. So what that means for me is like at the beginning of every year, I'm going to be getting a massage in January and then waiting like 3 months. So in the winter, and then in spring, I'll get one like in April or May, and then wait until the fall, September, like October, November, and then wait again until January. And there are people who get like once a month. Facials for sure are like expensive, and I personally don't feel like I need to get facials all the time, or at least monthly, because I feel like I do take good care of my skin. And I'm also just, like I said, one of those people that's like really lucky, and like I don't have to worry about breakouts that much or just like random stuff. So I think doing something quarterly has been really great. I go to this place called Face Foundry in Chicago. I go to the West Loop location, and it's just like super awesome. I love it so much. And it's just like really nice to like pamper yourself. And now that I am entering my 30s, eventually I'm going to have to start wearing like retinol and putting on way more sunscreen than I usually do. And it's just really nice to take care of your skin. Okay. The next one is have my hair done at all times, even if it's brushed or slicked back. I do feel like, well, my hair is done right now. Hold on. I feel like it's a little bit. that better? I can't tell. I do feel that like if you don't have your makeup done and you don't have a nice outfit, if your hair looks good, I feel like you're good. Like you're solid. Like I think going out and having your makeup done but your hair looks weird is like, But like if your hair is done and you're like, oh, she looks put together just because your hair is done. I feel like the hair is something that's like really, really important. Same way with like people, like how they say the eyebrows frame like your face, like making sure your eyebrows are in place and that your hair is always done. I think that's a great way to go when you leave the house. So I try to make sure I have my hair done. And if I know that, I don't know, let's say I just showered, my hair is all poofy and I didn't have time to do it, sometimes I'll put it like up in a bun or brush it back and put it up in a claw clip just so you can look a little bit more put together. But my goal is to go out and have my hair like flown out, straightened, curled, whatever it is, just so I look more put together and not like a crazy woman. Okay, my next one is have my nails and my feet done. So for me, I actually stopped doing my nails and getting pedicures. Pedicures, one, because I have a fucked up toenail. Like I don't even want to show you guys, but it's so disgusting. It's like dead, but it like grows. It's like a zombie. It like wakes up and it comes out and it's, no, I can't even show you. I'm so embarrassed. God, my husband really loves me because he sees this motherfucker every day. And this toe, it's on my pinky, by the way. So like imagine, and it's so ugly. But anyway, I feel like whenever I go get my nails done or my pedicure at a salon, it's nice and they leave my toes looking nice, but I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why my toenail got fucked up because, you know, I don't know how often they clean in there and it could get kind of nasty and I could get, you know, fungus or whatever. Like guys, my toenail looks like Gary Busey. Do you guys know who he is? Look him up because that's what my toenail looks like. But anyway, so then I also started feeling like I really need to start saving money. And if you could go get your nails done professionally, hell yeah. I totally think you should do it. But if you can't afford it, I think invest in like some nail polish or stuff. So I've been doing my hair, my hands myself for the last few months. Do I miss having my long nails? Yes, but also it's been really nice to just have like full mobility of my hands. And like, I don't know, when I had my long nails, it was just like hard to do stuff. And the long nails are mine. Like I would get dip powder and my natural nails would grow so long and it's awesome. But yeah, for me, it's just to make sure that my nails and my feet look good. Even if I don't have polish on them, just like making sure they're filed, getting some cuticles, putting lotion on, just so, you know, they don't look dry and ashy. Okay. My next one, and I need to like really put this into my brain because sometimes I forget, and it's to stretch my body every single day and or like use a foam roller. I bought a foam roller and I look at it every morning while I'm stretching and I don't use it. Why, you may ask? Because I'm crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't use it, but I do try to stretch every day. We have like a little carpet in our walk-in closet. So I just like lay down, do some stretches, blah, blah, blah. Nothing too crazy, but like just anything. Like when you're in your 30s, you got to stretch. Like you have to stretch. Like our bodies, we're young. And I know that I'm really young. If I wanted to go run a mile right now, I could. I'd be very slow, but I could do it. But we need to like stretch every day because our bodies just aren't like as mobile as they used to be. And stretching now in our 30s will prepare us for our 40s and 50s and 60s. And like when we start getting actually older, and the work we're doing now is going to prepare us for the future. Bars. Okay. My next one is kind of similar, but it's to keep my body in motion, whether that's, you know, weightlifting, cardio, 30-minute walks every day, Pilates, yoga, stretching, what have you. I think you should just find whatever workout like you enjoy and that you're good at and just do that. So for me, I hate weightlifting so much, but when I do go with my husband and he like tells me how to do stuff, it's fun. But I also really like doing yoga and Pilates videos. I watch Move with Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. I'm fighting for my life every day in her videos. But I do feel like it's helpful and I feel like I'm doing something that I really like. And I'm also flexible. So it's like really nice seeing all the things that I could do. And I just want to amp it up. Like I want to be in the best shape of my life this year. Like I'm 30. I'm about to be 31 in like 3 weeks. And I don't have any kids. Like, I want to live my life before I start having kids. Like, I want to be a baddie. I want Ozempic allegations. I want BBL allegations. Like, I want people to be like, she got work done, but I didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want really need to keep my body in motion. Okay, the next one is eating plant-based. That includes like veggies, fruits, grains, legumes, stuff like that. That doesn't mean like be vegan or like not eat meat. I don't eat pork. And I don't have red meat that often, like beef. But when I do, I make sure it's worth it. Like, I make sure that if I'm gonna have red meat, it's from like a place where I know the meat is good and like, I don't know, it's worth my money, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically this one's like self-explanatory. Just eat healthy, no processed stuff. I have trouble sometimes because I have a sweet tooth. So sometimes, like, you know, I want a little cookie or some ice cream, or sometimes I want to eat like a whole bag of hot chips. But yeah. And also like no sodas. I'm not addicted to soda, but I'm addicted to like soda water, carbonated water, like the Solio, Topo Chico. Like, I'm addicted. I don't think it's a bad thing to be addicted to, but also I just want to be able to just water or like natural juices, stuff like that. Okay, my next one, this is going to sound so silly, but I am someone who suffers from depression. So this is like a big one, and that is keeping up with hygiene. So that's stuff like brushing my teeth every night, flossing, hair masks, wash my face, showers, shaving, exfoliating, double cleansing, deodorant, everything. I know that sounds so silly, but like there are times where I get in like a really bad depressive funk, and you know, sometimes I'll go to sleep without brushing my teeth. That's very rare, but like, I don't know, sometimes I'll forget to floss. Sometimes I'm not like exfoliating or shaving as much as I can, just because I don't have the energy. But this is something that like, once I'm out of that depressive episode, I need to go all out. Like, I need to be having really good dental care, which I feel like I do. I have pretty great teeth, and like I love my nighttime routine. It's like really awesome, and it's like a set night routine. But like, I should be doing all the other stuff. Like, there's times like, why am I on my phone for like 2 hours scrolling on TikTok when I could have been doing a hair mask or a facial at home, or you know, stuff like that. So that's like another thing, is like just keeping up with the hygiene, keeping up with like my self-care, but like physical self-care. Like, I know some people define self-care as like reading a book or blah, 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 but I mean like physical self-care, shaving, exfoliating. Like, if I like, oh, I need to pluck my eyebrows, like just do it instead of like being on my phone all the time. Okay. My next one is to dress better and update my wardrobe / look nice whenever I leave the house. So this is one that I'm currently working on, because now that I'm 30, I want to be dressing like better, and like I just don't want to be wearing like certain things that I used to wear in my 20s. One, that stuff doesn't fit me anymore. I have had to get rid of a lot of clothes, or just like put them away in a box into a crawl space that like maybe in the future I can give to a future daughter, or maybe it'll fit me. But like, you know, a lot of us aren't going to have the bodies that we had when we were like 18, 20 years old. Like, we're in our 30s, and although I think I look amazing, there's just stuff that doesn't fit me anymore, and that's okay. But I do want to like start dressing better, and I want to have different looks for different things. So like, I need new, like, what would going to the club in my 30s look like, besides like, there's just some stuff I wouldn't wear anymore, or stuff that I would wear, but it just needs to be more elevated. And I want to, you know, if I'm going to be buying something, I would rather buy something that's a little bit more expensive, but I know that it's going to last me for a long time. And that's like with shoes, stuff like that. So right now I'm kind of in the process of updating my wardrobe, because I got put away a lot of stuff that just doesn't fit me, or that doesn't fit like my vibe or what I'm trying to be. So I'm trying to dress for the person that I want to be in the future, if that makes sense. Cool. So my next one is to wear more jewelry, like wear jewelry every day, and invest in real gold and silver. So this isn't real gold or silver. Oh yeah, I like to do mixed metals, so I have gold and silver. But like either way, like I like went through my jewelry box, and I got rid of a lot of stuff that's like turning green, things that like just, you know, that I would buy at Forever 21 and stuff. And a lot of that jewelry still hits that I haven't got rid of. Like, this is from H&M, and I love it so much. But I do want to start investing in like real jewelry, whether that's rings. I've gotten a couple of rings that are like real, and I want to start doing that with necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm currently working on, and I hope by the time I'm 40 I have like a really awesome collection of like real jewels. Cool. Okay, my next one, and this is so silly to say this, but drink more water. This one's for me. Like, girl, drink some water. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that's it. Drink more water. Like, literally just drink more water. Like, I should be drinking, like, way more than I'm drinking. And that's probably why sometimes my head hurts. Probably why sometimes my stomach hurts. And why my body hurts. Like, literally, just drinking water would solve, like, all of my issues, I feel. 4 out of 5 of my issues would be solved if I drank water. Okay, next one is just keeping up with my skincare routine and put SPF everywhere. I do a really good job at doing my skincare routine in the morning. Sometimes at night, I don't do it anymore. Like, I have a really great dental routine, but sometimes, like, my skincare routine at night, like, sometimes I just get lazy. And that's the thing, I can't be lazy. I have to start doing stuff for the future me. Like, I can't be that person until I start doing the work now. Like, right now I'm working towards this person that I want to be, like, it girl. She does everything. She never skips her skincare routine. Body tea, face card, money up, ass fat. Like, that is me. That's what I want to do. So I just need to keep up with my skincare routine, and also, like, know, like, oh, this skin cream or this cream doesn't work for me, or this serum doesn't work for me, and just, like, try out new things. Although I think what I have right now works for me. And then, yeah, SPF everywhere. Like, if you're not putting it down your neck, like, you're doing it wrong. Sometimes it's nice to, like, put it on your hands, because our neck and our hands show, like, when you're aging, and, like, this is the time when we need to be putting SPF everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, bring it down, like, all the way to your boobs. Seriously. Okay, another one I have is start adding serums to skincare routine. This one's more for me. So I do already use a vitamin C serum, but there are other ones that, like, I want to try. I don't even really know what they are. Like, I can't name them off the top of my head, but I do know that, like, in a few years, I'm going to start using retinol and, you know, just other types. I want to experiment with serums and see if I need them, if they work for me. But like I said, I feel like because I do have good skin, sometimes I don't really know what to use. Sometimes I feel like the less, the better. But yeah, that's just something that I want to experiment, like, going into my 30s. This next one's hard, but always get a good night's sleep. So according to science, a woman needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I feel like I feel my best, like, with 9 hours, to be honest. 8 or 9. Excuse me. This one's just hard because, like, my husband and I, we're, like, in bed by 10, but we're up together, like, hanging out, watching TikToks. Sometimes we don't go to sleep till, like, 10:30 or 11, and then we have to be up by 5:30 to go to work. So we get, like, 6.5 hours. It's not enough. I need to be sleeping. And I've also been someone who's never been able to take a nap. I don't know why. It's just, like, I've never liked them. They were so weird. But now that I'm getting older, like, I try to take a nap, but, like my body's tired. I think that's why I like to lay down a lot, because my body gets tired and I know my brain is tired. But, like, I can't, like, to be honest, I think I'm addicted to my phone, because, like, I go to bed in the middle of the day with the intention of taking a nap, but then I'm, like, on my phone, and, like, the 30 minutes that I could have napped, like, they went by so fast because I was, like, doom scrolling. And that's just something I really want to prioritize, is my sleep, because I know as I'm getting older, I'm going to need it. Okay, so I have a few more, 2 more. So the second to last one is I want to read more books, plays, articles, newspapers, etc. I do a really good job of reading. I'm not, like, a crazy reader. Like, there's people who could read, like, 2 books in a month or whatever, or, like, a lot of books. My goal right now is to try to read a book a month. If not, like, if I could get 4 or 5 books, maybe 6 books read in a whole year, I still think that's great than the average person, because some people aren't really reading. And you know what? I work at a school. People can't read. And I feel really proud of myself that, like, I read and I take joy into it. And if you guys know or seen any of, if you know my channel, you've seen a lot of my videos, you know that I'm an actor. So I want to get back into reading more plays, even just like articles, like reading a physical newspaper. Like it's just something that I want to do, and I want to wake up my mind. And I feel like that genre of like reading more can also be with like doing more puzzles, crossword puzzles, word searches, like that kind of stuff that I'm really using my brain and advancing my vocabulary. Okay, and my last one, you guessed it, less screen time. Try not to be on social media as much. This one's hard because of who I am as a person, and there are times where I feel like I need to escape, and that's why I'm kind of on social media. And I think it's okay to be on it, but I think I'm on it for a really long time. Even when I had like the screen time limits, whenever it would be like, oh, your time is up, I would be like, ignore, and I would still like be on TikTok or whatever for a really long time. It's also really hard too because I'm an actor, or I do content on like YouTube, and I'm starting to do stuff on TikTok. It's like really hard to stay off because one, I want to look for inspiration and what kind of stuff I need to talk about. But then I end up like being on TikTok or YouTube or whatever for a really long time. So I think I just really need to find the balance, but also like I just need to be off because it's intense, and I feel like I end up like getting dopamine from it instead of like from other stuff. And like I am reading, and I'm like, I do like love to watch movies, but I feel like watching TV and movies and shows, but then being on your phone for all this, like it's too much, and I need to find a balance. So yeah, those are things of goals that I want to do going into my 30s. Not to mention like these are just like random goals that I'm doing, but like also I want you guys to know I also have goals of like practicing more self-love, loving myself more, dealing with my, overcoming my body dysmorphia. This is all stuff that, like for me, having body dysmorphia is something I wish I could have left in my 20s, but unfortunately it has followed me, that little bitch. But I do feel like I'm so much more self-aware of it. I catch myself when I'm doing it. And, yeah, it's just something that I'm going to be working on as the years progress, and I really want my 30s to feel amazing. Like I want to look back and be like, wow, I was really living the time of my life. I was finally in an era where like I truly loved myself, and I was truly taking care of myself, and I treated my body like a temple. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know this is my year. People are going to accuse me of getting a BBL. People are going to say she's a billionaire. People are gonna like accuse me of being on Ozempic. It's gonna be insane. Like this is my year. So anyways, that's my video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye, cuties.